Alright guys, so we are finally going to be getting a pretty big update coming out tomorrow night for Dragon Ball Legends weekly reset update. Now I say finally just because last week was very lackluster, especially for an anniversary. We just got the free to play Jiren, which it was pretty cool, but this is the 7th year anniversary. Now to give Dragon Ball Legends the benefit of the doubt here is that the anniversary did start over the weekend, which is half the week. So that kind of does make sense as to why last week was kind of underwhelming. But still, this week is going to be pretty good, guys. We are going to get 7 brand new events, a ton of Chrono Crystals up for grabs. So guys, let's not waste any time. Let's try to get into it. And comment down below, are you guys currently saving or are you guys currently spending on this 7th year anniversary? For me personally, I'm doing one more rotation of UI Goku and then I'm saving for part 2. But guys, the first piece of news here is that PvP crystals as well as Z powers will be updated tomorrow night finally. So it says here, we plan to add more Chrono Crystals and multi Z power on 6/3, which is this upcoming weekly reset, which is tomorrow night. Look forward to it. So I'm assuming it's going to be an extra 500 crystals and an X amount of multi Z power, which is pretty cool. I already cleaned out my PvP shop maybe days ago, like at the very beginning. So I have a very empty PvP shop. So I'm very glad that this is actually going to get updated. It's something that honestly the PvP shop right away should have been 1,000 crystals in my personal opinion. So something I'm actually really looking forward to is this, which is chance time. So chance time is going to be broken down into 2 parts. This is going to be part 1, and I'm going to make a guide on this specifically tomorrow. So just stay tuned tomorrow, or actually the next day, on the weekly reset. So basically part 1 is pretty much where you guys use these pink and purple tickets to then exchange for an X amount of numbers, lucky balls, from the number 1 through 100, right? So you farm these pink tickets, I think just about 10 or 11 if my memory is correct, and then you choose 10 to 11 numbers, 1 out of 100, and then after that I think it's 1 week to 2 weeks, Toshi or Tani or Yuka are gonna appear in front of camera and then choose a 10, I think it's 10 lucky balls, however they're gonna function this, but there's actually one really grand winner lucky ball that they choose, and if you guys get that, you guys get an X amount of these golden tickets, which then you can exchange for Chrono Crystals or LFZ power. There's even 1,000 LFZ power here, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I actually really like this event just because it's the suspense of it. But yeah, so, and I'm gonna make you guys choose the numbers for me, by the way. So this is something I'm very interested in as well, which is the world team battle. I put Steam battle. World team battle begins, and pretty much, as you guys already know, you either pick instant transmission or flight. That part is done. Now the actual challenges will begin, and pretty much you're going to compete instant transmission or flight depending on what team you guys picked, and pretty much the winner gets 50 medals and the loser gets 25 medals, and then from there, so pretty much there's no losers, right? It's just that the winner gets double the medals. Technically there is a loser, but yeah, I'm instant transmission team just because you guys picked it for me. But yeah, we'll see how that's going to work out, what kind of challenges they're going to have in store for us. Another thing coming out finally, which I think should come out, which should have came out last week but didn't, that's where Dragon Ball Legends kind of dropped the ball, but which is LF Zenkai Revival UI Goku. I'm very excited for this character, guys. He does need a lot of help. He's a very older unit. Something that I do like about this character though is after he transforms, 2 things. So after he transforms, he gets 40 timer counts for cover null, which is crazy. 40 timer counts for cover nullification is absolutely wild. He's going to buff green and tag universe rep, so he is going to be buffing Khalifa and Kale, which is pretty interesting. And Khalifa and Kale is really good, by the way. So that's one thing. And another thing I really do like is the supers. So after he transforms, he launches that Kamehameha or that beam at you. It's not like a charging forward. It's like a beam. And I typically do like those beams more just because you can time it. If somebody uses a blast attack from long range or a tap attack, it's personally what I like to do, right, is time it. So this character I think is going to be pretty good. Of course, another auto dodge mechanic. So a little bit more passive play, which is pretty annoying, but it is what it is. I'm very excited for this character regardless. So yeah, this should 100%, but should be coming out this upcoming weekly reset. So we have 6 events ending, guys. Actually, hold up. Before we get to the events ending, let me just cover a few extra things here. So we're also going to get raid number 2, okay? And we can actually just, we could just come here. So this anniversary raid number 1 is going to end and get replaced by a brand new one. The free-to-play Golden Frieza is going to end. TOP, Tournament of Power, is going to end and get replaced by a brand new one as well. Let's see here. Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush is going to end and get replaced by a brand new one. Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush Light is just going to end and perhaps maybe get replaced by a brand new one. We'll see. Choice Battle is going to end and most likely going to get replaced by another side event very similar to this. So we'll see what that's going to be all about. That's 6 events. Two banners are going to end, which is the Ultra UI Goku banner, as well as the Kid Goku banner, which nobody really cares about. But yeah, so we have all of those events ending. Also, something really quick, guys, if we scroll up here, something really cool is that we are going to get 500 free crystals in our gift box every single weekly reset, which is really nice. I think this makes things like feel more like the anniversary. So this is something they didn't have before in every other big celebration or anniversary. So no anniversaries, no Legends Festival. So this just makes it seem more like a big celebration. So I do got to give Dragon Ball Legends their props to this. So this in total every single week throughout the whole anniversary is going to be 4,500 crystals, which is really nice. New bait banner. Perhaps there's always a banner of some sort coming out. So we'll see what kind of banner. To be honest, I think one of the biggest bait banners they could bring out right now would be Ultra Majin Vegeta. That character is being used so much right now. His stock just skyrocketed up. It's actually really crazy. So if they decide to bring that back, then of course, then a lot of people would be summoning. I would say Daimyo, but Daimyo's way too early. I would personally love Daimyo to come back already, but it's just way too early. So yeah, we're gonna get all of that. Let's see, adventures and new missions reset. Marvelous Monday on Mondays, of course. Today is Monday, so we could get 50 erasers, slot removers, as well as 100 chrono crystals. It's pretty simple to get. Another few things that aren't clarified just yet, but we might get is new equipments like we typically always do. New card sleeves, as well as Tri-Arena or Battle Royale is a possibility. That's why I put the question mark here. So we don't know for sure just yet, and more to be announced. But yeah, guys, man, to be honest, guys, I'm having a great time with this anniversary. We're still waiting for this right here, which is ground battles, which perhaps might be turning out to be giant battles. We'll see how that's going to play out because some of the leaks does say, and I could just show you guys really quick. Some of the leaks just says area change, air and ground. So like you can go up and down from the air to the ground. And when I personally think of that, I think of giants, like you go down and then up to fight giants, but we don't know yet. This is just all speculation. But ground battles is kind of confirmed, or however they're going to function this. So we'll see. I mean, it's in the database as ground tutorial. So we'll see exactly how this is going to pan out and exactly when this is going to come out as well. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe. Keep those notifications on, by the way, guys, because in 3 hours from right now, they are about to release the preview for the Revival UI Goku Zenkai. So stay tuned for that. I'll make a video and I'll catch you guys then. Have a blessed day. Peace.